Couple of options, Jeremy. He could be very attacking and go for the bank. He can also run the cue ball up towards the green again.
I like the bank.
So does Biado. So does Biado, but he's missed it and he's left it over the pocket. I think Gorst can play a little swerve into the long rail.
And I think he missed the bank just because he wanted to ease the cue ball a little bit, trying to hold. Thought he might draw into the purple and kind of pop it in and just take the cut on the 3. This isn't an easy swerve, by the way. Hit it nice.
That needs to go. He was playing for the same pocket as the green 6.
Yeah, he may have to draw this with a little left spin and wrap the corner, coming 3 cushions towards the 8. I don't know if he can get to the top rail with a high ball.
One thing that's always good with Fedor Gorst is time management. He doesn't rush even with the restriction of the 30 seconds. Often plays a shot as the beeps are beginning. Missed a point-blank 9-ball a couple of matches ago, but they are once in a blue moon, and so it is the defending champion who gets off to the...
Yeah, he drew the cue ball back because he knew the purple were going to fly around the table.
The first sign of weakness. It wasn't easy. Biado coming back to the table, relieved to do so.
Issue, he's got to get on this brown 7 good. That makes life easier getting on the 8 ball.
Yeah, he's going to have a stretch. Not near the height of his opponent, Fedor Gorst. He's got to get some power with the draw stroke. You can sometimes amazingly get it all the way over.
Applause from this large crowd. They know that the flick off the 9, just what the doctor ordered.
Oh, did not want the bump, and now he's put himself in a bit of trouble here. This is thin. Again, he's going to be stretching over the table, and this is a shot that we do see the pros miss from time to time.
Scrambled in, and the undercut 5 ball from Fedor Gorst.
Yeah, that's what we was paying a close eye to. We wanted to see what was going to happen on the Biado break.
Yeah, he's knocked the 2 in as well. And what I like is, of course, he doesn't have the power into the break, but the timings doesn't have quite as much speed.
Yeah, you see the cue ball arcing below the 9 ball.
He's got a choice here, you know. In club, when you're practicing, you just spin 2 rails out, but he's got options to stay underneath. He may stun above, actually.
Biado wins the 4th match.
That is a dream rack for anyone to win in a world final. It was the old 1-2 punch to start, and then from there on in, Carlo Biado made it look as routine as any rack can be.
These are very nasty.
Yeah, just trying to leave as long as he can, get the cue ball near the rail, and you got to feel good about the hit because that shot's going to come up again, you figure, in this race to 15.
Yeah, he's going to make him pot a ball here. A little kind of thin one where he knows if he misses it, he's going to leave it on for his opponent. So this has got to go in. This may tell us a little story as well. Knocks it in. It's going to make him feel good. Yeah, he didn't go in clean, but
Sorry.
he played it that way. Yeah, I mean, listen, they're playing for a massive difference in prize money, but they're both in the final. You know, it's a good payday in terms of pool, so that helps. Maybe it's just a case of they can relax a little bit more now.
They are the best finals in Q Sports, the ones where quality and drama coexist.
And he wants to play the 9 in the lower right. Doesn't want to have to shoot the 9 past those 2 knuckles on the right middle side pocket. So he should open up the cue ball with a hair right spin here.
Carlo Biado wins the 5th rack.
It is 3 on the spin for Carlo Biado. From 2-0 down, he suddenly leads 3-2. What a fierce competitor.
Yeah, well, it's easy to get a little amped and it becomes more of a stun than a follow. He's going to try and pull him behind the 8 ball as the purple comes down the table. I don't know if this is any good either.
Now then.
Yeah, and he kind of rushed it, right? We see him get to the beeps so often. And that one there kind of let get away. Huge shot here early.
3 safety errors already, and you can see that Gorst on that particular shot was exasperated, couldn't hide it.
Yeah, this has been the difference for me. Obviously, Fedor has won a lot of matches in this
Extension call.
arena, but players, top players, have struggled to beat him. They've struggled with the task in hand. This is a big, big shot here on the purple 5 for Biado.
Wow, huge shot. I don't know if I've ever seen him. Oh, wow, I can't believe he's elevating here. It's going to fall a little funny.
I think he's okay. Jim.
Yeah.
Wow. I was with you. I thought it was going to slide a bit more and come closer. It's actually landed lovely. What a shot. This is how well Biado is feeling. I mean, jacking up there. Not many would take that shot on.
No, if you're practicing, maybe.
I think you still wouldn't.
Well, one thing, you know, we discussed it earlier. When it comes to those unique shots, Carlo not only is one of the best at it, but really fun to watch.
Yeah, he's got a pretty unorthodox sort of cue action. He's a bit of a fiddler at the table, but boy, he can get the rock moving.
How about this? It's a final that revolves around.
Phil Gorst will bury this.
Yeah, just cue this one in. Is he slightly jacking down, or is that just fooled me a little bit?
No, he's going to pop it.
Okay. Well, this is what can happen. Doesn't matter whether you're Fed or Gorst or Carlo Biado.
The way he's hitting the ball.
Just look at where that's finished. It's just beautiful. It's on the money. It's perfect. All ball fouls, so the shirt, any piece of the clothing cannot hit another ball.
Now he's on top. There is no dispute about that. It's all about sustaining concentration. This is a very lengthy match. It's a marathon. And just as the match has swung away from Gorst, it could swing away from Biado. While things are going well, keep them going well.
Yeah, you could see there what I was talking about the cue action. He wiggles his finger. He's got an unusual bridge.
How clean.
Yeah, and I don't know how much of a look he's going to get. He's close cueing, but what that does with that pink 4 right there, that makes him forget about the 2 ball just a moment ago. I mean, because that one there, it gets him back on track, what he's been doing the entire match.
He's going to be glued up here, I believe.
And he's got to get enough speed. You know, this isn't your club table where the rails are real bouncy. This type of shot you can underhit pretty easily. I might just play the purple. Oh, he hit it nice. Jump cue won't be on offer here, I don't think. I don't think. Maybe it will.
With this guy, every available opportunity.
Well, again, he's got to get up quickly with distance, so this 5 isn't going to have a lot of speed. So this may be make the 9 or give up the 9.
Yeah, it's like literally do or die. And he has sold it out.
You know, became troublesome. Carlo watched him with the bridge quite often, and Carl always talks about technique with the bridge, of course, being English and all the great snooker players, but very, very good with the bridge, Carlo Biado.
Yeah, he doesn't look good, but he is good.
Yeah. You ought to see Bustamante, of course, one of the greats from the Philippines. He's unreal with the bridge, and it's the most awkward you've ever seen, really.
Yeah, he's such a straight shooter, this Biado. And I've always felt like Pagulayan was probably up there with the best with the bridge as well. Snooker background also.
Oh, yeah, he has more of the proper technique and spent a lot of time doing it, playing on the 6x12 in Canada and a lot of pull. So again, easy to leave that mistake behind on the blue 2 early in this rack and get on to doing what you've been doing.
You can hear one woman's voice every time he pots a crucial ball. She says yes. There's no doubt she's on the side of Carlo Biado, and it's a good side to be on.
To do anything going forward, but this guy's played near perfect.
Yeah, as he chipped the 2, put it behind them balls like that. Just get the snooker and play on. That's a smart play, in my opinion.
Yeah, and he's forced here, I believe, to go 2. Can he get around the 6-1 rail?
Oh, I think he can, yeah. Because the thing is on this shot, Scott, you don't have to hit the 2 dead full. You can hit 2/3 of it and the cue ball go up into the 6-9, you know. And you don't have to hit it with a lot of speed either.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. That's one key with the kick and stick, and this ball's still close enough to where you can hold.
I think he's a favorite to get the snooker. I like the speed. Oh, my.
Foul stroke.
So
Ball
it
in hand.
was maybe a bit thinner, but maybe he overhit it a little.
Yeah, and
Please start
I
the clock.
don't like hitting as much high with that when I really need. I like more of the equator. That way I get the maximum out of that left hand overall. Could bump the 9 a hair. Yeah, I was going to say, maybe bump the 9 over a little bit. That's a little bit of a choice, whether you want to take a little thinner 8 drawn up the table or a little more distance. He is getting on with it as well.
Yeah, he's up for it, no doubt.
Yeah, not letting anything really creep in negatively with the pace of play we've seen here from Carlo.
Yeah, for him tonight, 30 seconds is not an imposition.
Carlo Biado
Make it
wins the 11th
9
rack.
in succession for Carlo Biado.
Played a similar shot in the semifinal. Pretty much to perfection. Oh, he went for the bank.
I think he was trying to tuck behind the 4.
Oh, I thought the 5 was like a hanger to get behind.
Maybe a little thin. It looked good to me as well. What Jeremy was talking about is just allowing the 3 to get up somewhere middle table. Don't try to get it all the way down. That's how you get him behind the 5. Maybe just a bit thin. I don't know.
Does he have to cut at this? I mean, there's almost as much value going for the cut, bringing the cue ball back towards the pink 4. Oh, no, this is way too thin to cut.
Oh, that's clever. That's clever. And he needs something like that to get himself going. But what he really needs is a shot after this. And not just a shot, like Phil just said. He needs a look, and a good one.
All right, he's got options here. If he can kick behind those 2 rails and run the cue ball down the rail towards some congestion.
Well, Gorst has his wish. Can he bring some of that magic to bear and launch a fight back?
Playing this with a little inside off the 6. Now, what's the 6 going to do? Is
Yeah,
the 6
exactly.
going to, yeah, is it going to go into the 8, kind of replace something that he doesn't, you know, figure to happen? Oh, he got away from it, so that was nice.
You know, you hear the beeps every time he's down on the ball. He's patterned his game off of those buzzers. It's not an accident. It's not a coincidence.
Are we about to see the seeds of a remarkable turnaround?
Carlo Gorst wins the 12th
We'll
rack.
find out, at the very least. The rot is stopped. 9 consecutive racks for Carlo Biado, but now Gorst could be on the...
Yeah, he'd like to repeat what he did on the break shot last game.
Doesn't want the 2 to fall. Yeah, can he go forward? Sportsman in Vietnam that's not Vietnamese. I mean, I'm not sure, you know, what sport they like the most. Maybe soccer, football, maybe.
One night, the inaugural Hanoi Open was on. Popped out to the arena because I wasn't commentating, and there were 2 tables set up. One where Fedor Gorst was signing autographs, the other where Jason Shaw was doing the same. And the queue was right down the road, literally farther than I could see.
Yeah, JJ got a lot out of that, coming down around and through the 9 and pink 4.
Yeah, now one of his bread and butter shots, really, the stun 2 cushions. Hard to go wrong, really. No scratch really available. Besides a miss, I really don't see anything. Maybe besides catching the purple and snookering somehow, but oh, he decided to go long. Nothing wrong with that.
I don't think it's a problem, but he did overrun this just a touch. He's one of the best at going forward.
Yeah, he was hoping it would settle because of the stretch, not so much of the angle, falling straight, a little angle this way or that way. Just leaning. Anytime you're going from cross corner there, that's the longest stretch on the pool table.
Extension called.
Yeah, and this is something that Gorst is great at, managing the shot clock, managing the extension. He holds out. You won't really see him use it very often early in a rack.
Well, just to put a figure on it, this is Gorst's first break and run out since rack 2.
Biado Gorst wins the 14th rack.
It is a landslide no more.
Talk about these matches having two halves, it seems. Biado Gorst is starting to get a bit more comfortable.
Yeah, race to 15 is a true test, as it should be in a World Championship final. The gap is closing. The Ghost becoming a little more scary.
Biado Gorst wins the 15th rack.
In the doldrums when he trailed 9-2. Now in contention.
He's missed the one.
Sure has, high.
It's going to open up as well. So now he's watched Gorst do his thing for a few racks. He's thinking, I really need to get out here. He's played beautifully.
I'll tell you what, it's a pretty good starter, and the 2's in a great spot, along with the 3, really.
Yeah, absolutely. He can just come right between the 5 and 6, one cushion. Keep it simple. You can handle distance. A little off angle here.
Yeah, I'd like to have been more towards the center. Just, you know, a foot right would have been ideal.
Yeah, you wonder on that shot there, and that's because the spin. He didn't want to roll it or kind of check it and take a little more distance on the 3, and therefore it got away.
Thank you.
I also feel like it's a big part of how he played the 1, right? He wanted to get more towards the center, so now he tries to pinch the 2.
And just what happens is that slick table just doesn't quite throw the ball as much as you would think sometimes. And I really didn't mind him kind of rolling that with a hair left and taking the 3, because he could shoot the 4 from where the 3 was at with no problem.
Wow, I think he tried to split the gap between the 3 and 9, up and down. Went flush into the 3.
I didn't mind running into the 3, but I thought he would ease it. You know, just the right side rail's so open, just kind of take what it gives you there.
He wasn't playing to hit it into the 3 that speed, though.
Oh,
right?
no,
he was
for
going
sure.
up and down.
Yeah, he was going up and down.
100%.
Yeah, 100%, yeah. The other thing about going up and down, also he could handle distance if he just had a little bounce off that second cushion. Even if he stayed inside the kitchen beyond the head string, the 3 is pretty much a hanger for him. So we know shots are going to grow, and the value of each one of them will get greater. At the moment, this pink 4 seems like a really big one. Needs a hair outside here, Scott?
Yeah, I think it's natural that direction. He's got to avoid the 9 clearly. He needs to settle. It's going to be perfect. Pink 4. He's so good at rolling the cue ball as well, JJ. He's great with the level cue.
Yeah.
Where the 2 is at, it's tough to play the 1.
Yeah, I think if he didn't have that option, I think he goes at the 1. But with the safety there, I think he's got to play that. I was thinking he might cut this and come on him, just because you don't really have to roll it as much, right? You could put a hair more speed, play the cut. So a few little things for Carlo have slipped away. And if you think about it, it's been 3 2 balls. It's been a bank early on the 2. The kill shot on the 2 also. And then, was it the 2 in the last game?
It was the 2 in the last game. Yeah, where he tried to pinch and hold. Came too far on the 1. Gorst has another look. He has to wait till the cue ball stops.
So does the shot clock. Can't start until those revolutions have ended.
Awkward stretch. Probably needs to throw this in with a hair right spin. I don't think there's a clean path to go up and down the table.
No, I fully agree, JJ. I think he just twists this in.
Well, he could kind of go at the 2 a little, because this is pretty thin. It's got a real clear left side. He may end up underneath the 2 and play it short side to the lower left corner.
Yeah, and the stretch might dictate how hard he decides to hit this.
I floated it nice. Oh.
Well, I
Call.
think he is considering. That's why he's taking the extension. Not only is it a difficult shot, but I think he's considering what you just touched on. But I don't see where he can go. If the push out is available down low, maybe. Nothing changes.
Carlo, it's your
now
choice.
He just kind of gives that 70% to Biado, maybe? I mean, the 3's in a good position here. If I'm Biado, I'm going.
Well, I'm definitely not handing it back. I mean, if you see a safety you like, which there's a lot of gaps out there, so I don't know about that, I probably say, hey, let's buck up and make a shot. And you don't have to hum it. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times these type of shots you think about, oh, let me give me a backdoor safety. If I miss it, put some speed. The pocket's a hair bigger, and you can handle distance on the 3.
Is he chipping at this?
I think so, actually. No, he's shooting. Yeah, I didn't like the speed, though.
Foul stroke.
I thought he'd
Ball in.
drift it.
Yeah, I liked easing that one. Of course, hindsight's 20/20, and we did discuss it prior.
Shot clock, once again, is no coincidence. He's patterned his play behind that clock.
Is he considering moving for the side? He just went around and had a look at the 9 and the side. That, to me, that's surprising. I thought he could just follow out 2 cushions. Just get nice and straight on the 9, or somewhat anyways. I didn't expect that. I really, really didn't. I'm not saying it was wrong. I just didn't expect it.
Well, we talk about the less cue ball movement, the better, higher percentage most of the time. Gorst seems to go out of his way to the sides a lot on bigger pockets. I don't see it as much with him on the tighter pockets. So I have to agree with you, JJ.
The wall final,
Gorst wins the 18th
remarkably,
round.
has been reset. It is 9-9. It might as well be 9-9-9 because alarm bells are ringing. Cue ball tucked under the short rail, missed it by a mile. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and the only mistake early was a bank that he went for the first game on the 2-ball, I believe. All right, that's nice. Here comes Shorty, though.
Yeah, but you've touched on it, JJ. Really, you've just got to make this. You don't. You're not getting any distance, I don't believe, or any separation.
Yeah, but I don't know about the feeling y'all get. Early when Carlo was doing his thing, these jumps were always close. He's always going to threaten it, but now I feel like he may bury it.
Well, he's definitely got a chance.
And cue ball.
Foul straight.
Exactly
Ball in
what
hand.
Carlo needed, and ball in hand. And, you know, you hate to say that about a world champion and a guy that's made his road through to this
Please foul the
final,
clock.
but like they say in the pool room, when you're greased, you will slide a little bit, and ball in hand will help that.
For jumping it, clearly.
No, for him, it's 100% the right shot, going with the jump cue. And it is that best out of 11 from here, as Phil mentioned. So to get some table time and regain the lead. Very, very big moments for Carlo Biado.
Yeah, just to knock a few balls in under relatively little stress, considering the way they're located.
And I'll tell you, I mean, he played beautifully to get that, stretch out that 7-game lead, but the thing he hasn't got to do in a while is break the balls, and that's the thing that really opened up the door to get something commanding here in this final. As great as these two are, though, kind of feel like nothing's a given just yet.
Yeah, this is just a short race to 6 now.
Should come 2 cushions around the 8. All right, I think it's got to be the draw stroke. I think, anyways. Have to say, is that enough?
Yeah, he definitely makes it where it's missable.
You make this, though, it can go a long ways, right?
The pendulum of power in a pool match doesn't necessarily swing only one way. Maybe.
Type of shot, how much that'll weigh on him, that miss.
Yeah, very good point. If you can get through this rack, speaking of Gorst, it might affect him big time going forward, Biado.
This has got to go a little bit. This has got to go. He wants to cover up the jump, and he has. At least a portion of it. The make on the jump.
Yeah, I mean, this is triple tough to even jump at the 3 here, JJ.
Boy, he's cut off a lot of ways, Scott. He
8's a
doesn't-
big ball too, huh?
Yeah, he doesn't have the bottom rail to go in with spin. I don't think he does anyways. He's going to jump to
Extension
6 with a hair of left, come to the bottom rail, I believe anyways, and try and kick up underneath this. Could go directly at a little portion of it with the jump cue, but
Yeah, does the 3 in any way, shape, or form. He's going straight at it. Boy, the cue ball's going to crash maybe into the 4. It's that thin.
could knock the ball off the table. Yeah, he went for the kick, trying to create some luck. Now again, here's the shot I was talking about. After that miss in the side, this 3 is no cupcake when the nerves are high. Yeah, I think he was trying to maybe fluke one too.
Right.
All right, here you can handle a second bounce about a diamond out, so you don't have to baby it too much. Big shot.
Bottom rail here with a heavy left ball. Would love to tuck behind the 9. If not, just chip it.
Yeah, it's a nice shot, really. Very good. He's looking at the jump cue. Wow. Guess he fancies his chances to make it in the upper right. And I just got to rewire my brain to how good these guys are with the jump cue compared to yesteryear with most of us mortals.
Hear the roar, giving Fiddle Gorst a taste of his own medicine.
Side here?
I think he's just a little below the side. I don't know.
He's got to play short side on the 8 if he's going to play a level cue on the 7. He's just got to kind of make this and then take a deep breath and knock the 8 down the rail. Yeah, he caught it thick, so he's not going to get across. And sometimes you catch it thick because you are worried about that side pocket a little bit, right? If you happen to cut it a hair to the left side of the hole, maybe you get near a scratch. I think he'll probably attack the bank.
He could chip it thin to the center of the top rail there, back and forth with the cue ball and use the 9. But boy, in this position, you feel like to the left side
Extension
pocket,
called.
it's pretty big.
The juices are flowing. Everything seems to be going his way. Seize the moment, that's what I say.
You can also double bank the 2, JJ, towards the center diamond and tuck down below the 9. Excuse me, bank the 8 twice towards the center diamond and tuck down behind the 9.
He's trying to bank it cross corner, let it open up, and if he misses, it gets to the bottom rail, or the top rail, rather.
That's kind of what I'm saying, right? He's just going to use the 9 as a backup. Well, he's just
Trying to make it. He's trying to make it.
Seize the moment.
And he made a big shot, very similar in the semifinal, that really got himself going.
They are loving it, and with every justification. Their man, Biado, has jumped into a 13-9 lead, just 2 more.
Foul stroke, ball in hand.
Exact thing you don't want.
Well, exactly what the doctor ordered for Gorst at a timely manner.
And please.
The layout yet, but he didn't make the 1, so he's got to run all 9, but they look very playable to me.
Oh, so close to the side.
Yeah, and Gorst has dodged a couple scratches on the break during this match, but overall, he's going to bump this ball, it looks like maybe. Yeah, he's bumped it. And this is no hanger combination. He's got to consider speed to hold the 5 and the cue ball. But Carlos only had 1 mistake on the break that really you could say was his fault or his mistake, and that was this one here. A lot going on with this shot. Of course, the onus on making the combination and moving on from there, but he's got the 8 to think about a little bit. Doesn't really know exactly where the 5's going to fall. I mean, I like his chances of making it, but
Great speed. Now, throw caution to the wind. You do not want to land straight on this 7. Carry some type of an angle. And that's where you want to be on that line where he just laid his Q-tip.
yeah, get that second bounce here, or that bounce off that second rail. Very good.
Gorst can't afford any slip-ups. Does that, his opponent's on the hill.
Took a little bit of heart to come down past the 9 there. Really all started out, JJ, from scratch on the break. Gorst needed that dearly.
It is a dangerous occupation to write off Fedor Gorst. So many comebacks.
I'm just behind the 7. Just enough speed. Watch out now. Okay, got the cue ball rested on the rail, but with the 9 ball up near that upper right corner, easy to leave a little kiss shot there if everything isn't executed perfectly. I think the 2s froze along with the cue ball, real close to the rails with each.
Extension call.
Boy, there's nothing I like here, Scott.
He is good in these situations, but this is about as tough as it gets. Dead head on. Both balls nearly frozen. Not a lot of cover either. Hard to get away from the 2. Looks like he's using power. He's going at the 9.
Another shot.
2-9. All isn't fine for Fedor Gorst, but at least it's a lot better than it was 15 minutes or so ago.
Yeah, not that hard to bring the cue ball back near the 8 on this kick shot, by the way, with a little draw. Yeah, like
call.
that.
Oof.
Well, here again, the jump cue hasn't been, you know, as magnificent as it usually is for Fedor Gorst, but he can make it all up with one here.
Well, this one seems like he
Extension
can get a
call.
little more pace. He's had a few, credit to Biado, where he snugged him up well, where all he could really do is make contact and hope for the pocket. Here, he can get a little pace on it, maybe be a bit more accurate.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Biado's hoping for a replay of the 20th rack when a jump from Gorst on the 2 misfired.
Yeah, to me, I kind of felt like that was the type of jump. What a roll here. Wow. That was the type of jump you would practice a little more, like if you're, you know, gearing up, you know. Last year before the U.S. Open final with SVB, I watched Gorst practice, and his last 15 or 20 minutes was all jump shots, every last one of them.
Well, that was a luck shot. What a roll. What a roll to get in behind the 8 ball there.
Well, if he hits this, he could make it.
Foul stroke. Ball
Went
in
a
hand.
little lighter speed than I thought.
Well, the good thing about that shot, JJ, is it's kind of a two-way, right? If he hits it thin enough to avoid the kiss. I don't know. It just seems a little
Extension
steep.
call.
I think he's got to kind of smooth it to let the right English really take with the cue ball off the bottom rail to avoid the kiss. I think if he tries to put speed, maybe get separation, he may nip the 2 on the back side with the cue ball.
Well, I believe he's going at it.
As he should.
Oh, it lays nicely. And it's in.
And he smoothed it nicely. A little elevated. That's a little unlucky, but now can he reach it enough to hit down on this? I think that's what he would like to do.
Yeah, and you talk about a little brutal. I mean, this changes things being elevated over the pink. And look at how stretched he is with the leg up. I know this is how he likes to get, so that tells me he's going to punch around. Can be more accurate.
Is he going to get on top of it? It's close quarters. I think it's going to be just fine.
We talk about it all the time. Gorst just seems to find a way to get it done. He's trailed and trailed. About to tie this back up.
Does he pinch this or does he stun across and use 2 cushions? You know, a high ball, I guess. Could get a little longer away from the 8.
That's the benefit of utter confidence in your own ability. But these have been rattled.
Once again by Gorst, JJ, to tie this match up, showing a ton of heart. Can you believe this? A race to 2?
It is a script you could not write. Fedor Gorst responding for a second time. 13-13. It most.
And as soon as I open that trap, here you go, Carlo Biado. Here's your chance. It is a combination, maybe even a cross-side bank. The beard on the 6, guy.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Kiss shot off the edge of the 1 to make the 6, dropping the 1 in position for the lower right.
Gorst a bit stunned, but I think the kiss shot's on with natural position.
Yeah, this is definitely a little a la Efren Reyes, these types of shots. You don't have to baby it too much. You're not going to lose the 1. It doesn't appear anyways. And at the moment, you know, with the nerve so high, that may be as comfortable a shot for him to start with as something that's out in the middle that he's got to kind of move the ball or make something long. He gets you in the ropes, and Carlo looked a little rough for a moment, but he made a few big shots.
He's been in this situation so many times, right, Jay?
Yeah, for sure. Should get these 3 and a chance to break and win. That's all you can ask for, especially playing Fedor Gorst.
4 World Championship semi-final finishes. Now 3 World Championship final finishes.
Biado wins the 27th rack.
Carlo Biado, 1 rack away from.
And he's got the 1 down. The 2 is dressed up. What's the 3 and 5 going to do? They're going to get funny, as they should and as they always do, it seems like.
I don't think it's terrible, JJ.
No, it's certainly not. But for the shot on the 2, I mean, 2. So, and the 2's pretty near the cushion. So, but the thing is, he's able to shoot the combination.
Right.
Now, how much movement would he get off that combination? Of course, the 8's there, so probably going to have to shoot it from a little more distance, though, considering the stretch. Like here, you know what I mean? Just a little more. Now, this is what I mean is the 3 going to come back off and kiss the cue ball, where the 8 maybe blocks the pocket?
Well, a lot of guys will play that kiss and just follow this.
Yeah, but I know he wants to cue downward a little bit, kind of pinch it. Loves that type of shot.
Of course, he's a
Extension call.
type of player that loves to cue down on the ball, and you don't want to give it any hesitation in the back arm, so that's most likely what's going to happen, Jeremy.
Yeah, and he's got a little bit of a cut, so that just a little bit. We'll see how he hits it. If he makes it cleanly, I think the 3 escapes easily. And he got that.
Might have to come all the way around now.
100% he does. There is no doubt, and he would love to have a hair more angle to do so. He's going to have to thump this going 3 rails between the 7-9. Or maybe underneath the 7, 3 rails, you think? Wrap it out of the lower left corner off the right side rail.
Could open up on him and scratch in the top right that way. I wouldn't mind coming between the 7 and 9 here.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Now it's going to fall here underneath this, but it's going to be okay.
Nearly perfect.
Yeah, now he's still got a decision. Do I draw by the 9? Probably. There's enough angle there.
But the writing is starting to appear on the wall.
And, you know, I was on the fence in this, what is it, 28th game. He's going forward, so is he playing from the center of the table? He's got to slow down a little bit. This has got to slow down a little bit. Yeah.
Knowing you're going into the 9, that's pretty confident.
Well, I'm glad he knew it because I didn't. But what I was getting at is I felt like Carlos played well enough to get a chance, but I felt like Federer's shown so much heart. He deserved a chance to maybe make it hill-hill.
No, there is no question of the heart with Federer Gorst.
The heart will be pounding. The palms will be sweaty. He's potted so many balls this week. He's beaten so many top-line opponents. He's had a really tough draw. And he's not wilted.
Yeah, this isn't over.
Well, Biado's been a beast all week.
Yeah, what a nice out he's made here.
Congratulations, Carlo. Biado, brilliant. Up on the table, as Federer Gorst was last year. The history man Gorst has been victimized by history this evening.